Hey everyone, today I wanted to come along and talk to you a wee bit about healing, some energy healing work and things like that, as a few people have been asking me about it. It's also a full moon, so I'm going to draw a couple of cards afterwards as well, but for now I am just going to share this out. So as per usual, if you know of someone who would be interested, or someone who might just like the information, or someone that you think it would help, please feel free to share this out or tag them in it, whichever you want to do. The more people who see it, the more people we can help. Okay, so my tablet has been very, very slow, so I'm not going to share it yet. So healing then, there are many forms of energy healing. Quite often you would hear me personally talking about things like reiki or crystal healing, angelic healing, things like that. As many of you know, I am a reiki master, practitioner, teacher. It is something that I'm quite passionate about. I do enjoy doing it. I do enjoy teaching it. I think it can do a lot of good. So to focus on the reiki for the meantime, this can be done in person, which is great. Can also be done via distance. Okay, so I am in Northern Ireland. I can still send someone healing if they are in Australia or New Zealand. It can also be used for animals. Some Reiki masters also say it can be used for plants, trees, things like that. Anything that is living, basically, it can be used for. So how does that work? People will say to me, how can you send healing to somebody who's not even there? Well, it's quite simple. Energy flows. Even scientifically, people will tell you energy flows. So it's a bit like intention. Where you focus is where you send the energy to. You would hear me talking about, people talking about manifesting, things like that. You focus on what you want, and that's one of the ways you can help to bring it into your life. Well, Reiki is kind of the same. When you focus on helping someone and sending them healing, then the Reiki energy will flow to them. So that's basically how that works. It's pretty much the same for all of the different healing modalities. So whether you're using Reiki or crystals or crystal Reiki or angel healing or angel therapy or angelic Reiki, there are many, many different types of Reiki. There are many, many different types of healing. They all work in the same way when it comes to things like distant healing, because it's all energy work. It can all be sent to anyone, anywhere, anytime. The Reiki energy, well, any healing energy can be built up by having a few people get together at a certain time. Sometimes people like to meditate together beforehand to really enhance the connection they have with each other. And then they can send it out together at the same time. This tends to happen, you would see it a lot on Facebook when there has been disasters or attacks in places. Adelaide, you're saying, I could do with some noise. I've had a bad back from last week. Oh, that's not good. I hope it gets better for you, Adelaide. But yes, so you would see on Facebook quite often that people will put up statuses about, please send prayers, thoughts and healing to, at the minute it's Florida, with the hurricanes and things like that. So people will get together and send out healing in that way. Because so many people are doing it, obviously it's sending a lot more to that area, to the people that are in that area, to help them cope, to help them stay safe, all of those kind of things. And it can really do great work. Donna, hi Donna, nice to have you on board today. I hope you're keeping well. So that's really how the energy healing works, regardless of what the modality is. One person can do it, thousands of people can do it together. It can be done in person, it can be done via distance. People choose which modality they want according to what is more comfortable for them, what they like using. Some people like to use crystals with their healing because crystals have their own healing properties as well. So that is another way you can add to and enhance the healing that you're giving, whether it's to yourself or to other people. Someone asked me a few days ago, do you have to be qualified to send healing energy? My answer truthfully to that, I felt, was no, you don't. You don't have to be, because you can simply send out the positive thoughts to help someone heal, to help them get through a situation or whatever is going on. So then the question has to be asked, why then do people spend money and time and energy on learning these different modalities, paying for books and crystals and tools like that, and insurances to do it as well, and things like that? Well, for me, the reason that I do that is because I buy so many books and different bits and pieces because I like to have more than one person's view on it. The lady that taught me Reiki is a beautiful lady, but she's not the only Reiki teacher out there. So I read the books to find different people's opinions and things like that. Why I use crystals with my Reiki? I love to enhance the Reiki. I love my crystals. I love my shinies. Anybody that knows me knows that. I can't go past a crystal shop without coming home with a half a dozen at least. And insurance has to be paid for, sadly, in this day and age. Even when you're trying to do a good turn, sometimes people take it as an excuse or a reason to try and get something extra out of it, which is really unfortunate. But another reason to do specific qualifications for me personally is that then you learn the history, you learn the basis, you learn the fundamental values behind what you're doing. In Reiki specifically, there are different symbols that can be used. You're only given out and attuned by a Reiki master teacher to the student. So from that point of view, if you're not qualified in any of these things, your Reiki or your energy that you're sending out just might not be quite as strong as someone who has been attuned to those things, because they can send that out into the energy and the atmosphere all around the universe, wherever it needs to be. So in short, no, you don't have to be qualified in anything, but yes, it is definitely better to be qualified in something. That said, if you feel like someone needs some energy healing, or a situation needs some energy put to it, some positivity, that kind of thing, please, please, please do put those positive thoughts out there. It can do no harm, and it will certainly do a lot of good. Okay. Like I say, my preference personally is yes, get qualified if it's something that you're interested in, because you will learn so much more about it, and you will also learn a lot about yourself in the process. But if you're not interested in going down that route, which is perfectly fine, not everyone is, then do please continue to send your thoughts, your prayers, your energy out to people, to places, to situations that need it, because you will definitely help. It will be enhanced by everyone else around the universe that is doing it, whether that is for things like the situation in Florida at the minute, where there are hundreds of thousands of people sending out their energy, or whether it's just one person that you know is maybe a bit down or whatever, and you're sending them happy thoughts, but chances are so are a few of their other family and friends as well. So it's always going to be backed up by each other, which I think is a great thing to do. Okay, enough of that for now. As I said at the beginning of this, I'm going to pull a few cards because we are also on a full moon. I know that I repeat this every full moon because I am hopeful that it's getting out there and it's getting to new people. But you guys, a lot of you know this stuff now. Excuse me. So you want to keep yourself grounded. You want to drink plenty of water, walk around in grass and in nature. It's also really good to walk around under the full moon at night if you can, if it's not too stormy where you are. For those of you who are crystal lovers like myself, get your crystals outside, let the moon cleanse them, leave them out all day tomorrow as well, and the sun will recharge them. Now, here in Northern Ireland, it is anything but sunny. I don't know where you guys all are, but if it's not sunny, don't worry, your crystals will still get recharged, because again, it's an energetic thing. Okay, it's about the energies that the sun and the moon put out to us and to the Earth planet. So leave your crystals out anyway. If it's too cold where you are, be careful what crystals you leave out. Some of them don't like the cold, particularly ones like rose quartz. They can crack in the cold. If you find that that is going to be a problem for you, put them inside your house, but on a windowsill where the moon can still get at them to cleanse them and the sun can still recharge them. So, some cards then. Let's see, I'm going to pull 3 cards for this full moon, and see what lies ahead for us. I'm sure you're all very glad that Mercury retrograde is finally over, finished yesterday. So hopefully everything will start going to plan for everybody again, instead of being all whacked and all over the place as it has been, I know, for quite a few people, myself included. So here we go then. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the first card, I'm going to try and show you a card if I can. There you go. I'm not sure if you can see them or not. The first card, this is a really good card for those of you that are worriers when it comes to money, okay? What this card is saying is you are going to get good news about things that are financial. I know certainly a lot of people worry about general bills and things like that, but this is for those of you that either worry too much or that are waiting on something specific coming through, okay? So maybe a court case, maybe a house sale, something like that, that's very, very specific, okay? Another place that this card in particular goes to, it's a really nice card actually, another place that this card goes to is don't forget, or don't be afraid to try new things, okay? Quite often we get comfortable in our lives and that can make us a bit complacent, and we just do the same thing day in, day out. It never gets anything new, it never gets very exciting, it just plods on day to day to day, okay? This card is saying get out there and try something new. Life is too short to do the same thing all day every day. Obviously you got to look after your home, you got to look after your family, you've maybe got to go to work, those kind of things, but that doesn't mean there isn't time for you to find something new, okay? So take the energy from this full moon, find something new that really sings to you and get stuck in and enjoy it, okay? So the next card then, here we go, is the Chariot card. Again, this is a really nice card. It's certainly one of my favourites. This card is about having the self-discipline and the willpower to do new things, okay? Make a move, make a change, find something that really sings to you, but really, really go for it, okay? So it really is coming off the back of the previous card. This card is about don't give up at the first hurdle, okay? So if you decide you want to do something and it turns out not to be as much fun, or you don't get as much pleasure out of it as you thought, stick at it for a little while, because sometimes you just need to get through the first couple of steps to really take on board what's happening around you, okay? So with this card, it's about making movement, keep going forward, try to be as positive as you can the whole time. Even if it doesn't feel great at the beginning, you know it's going to be great afterwards. So keep on going, keep the self-discipline and keep being stubborn with yourself and keep at it. Okay, the last card then. Oh, a lot of you are going to like this one. The last card then is the Lovers card. Now this card doesn't necessarily mean lovers as in partnership relationships. It can be any intimate relationships. So this can be for those of you that are in romantic relationships. It can be relationships with parents. It can be relationships with children or with siblings or with best friends, because all of those are very intimate relationships, okay? Now what this is saying is, for those of you who are concerned at the minute about the health of someone you are very, very close to, know that it is going to be okay. It just doesn't seem like it right now. There does need to be some intervention, and the person you're worried about needs to follow the guidance they are being given, because I feel like they're not at the minute, okay? They need to start doing that. It's for their own good. That aside, there is a lot of healing in this card as well. There's a lot of mental healing and a lot of emotional healing coming in, which is coming at a great time because the full moon will almost exaggerate that healing. So be open to receiving that as well. The card is Archangel Raphael, and Raphael deals with matters of the heart and the emotions specifically. But he also doesn't take any nonsense. And from this card, I would be saying to you also, don't be taking any nonsense. You've got to stand up for yourself. Be true to yourself. And don't change for anybody. Don't change anything about you for anybody. You are amazing as you are. So stay true to yourself. Okay, I think I have talked for long enough. If anyone has any questions, particularly about any of the healing modalities, just in general, or if you would like to know more about learning them and qualifying with them, please do give me a shout for details on how to do that and what is involved in it for you. And as always, if you have any questions about the full moon or the cards or whatever, do give me a shout. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share this out, please.